Hello everyone and welcome for today's session. In previous session we were discussing about capitalism, its features, advantages and limitations of capitalism. Now today we will start with another type of economic system, that is socialism or socialist economic system. The socialism is totally opposite from capitalism. In capitalism, all the means of production are controlled and owned by private person or private organization with minimum or negligible, very less amount of intervention by government. While in socialism, majority of factor of production, that is land, labor, capital and entrepreneur, and secondary means of production, man, money, machine, material, are owned by state in the sense central government or state government. So in socialism, all the factor of production are within the control of government and there is no private ownership of means of production. The private players, private organization or institutes are not allowed to own any factor of production. So unlike capitalism, in socialism all the factor of production are owned and controlled by government with full interference, full intervention of government, while the private players there is no existence or the very negligible existence of private player or private organization in socialism. Even if there is private organization, they are totally controlled by government. Further, the main aim in socialism is social welfare rather than profit maximization in capitalism. The capitalist economic system is driven by the profit motive, while the socialist economic system are driven by social benefits. So the socialism is defined as the social ownership, that is the public ownership of means of production as well as functioning of the economy. The whole economy will be controlled by government. Public ownership is accessible to everyone. Functioning of the economy in such a way to maximize social benefit. The aim here, the government aim here is to maximize the social benefit. The main aim of socialism is to maximize social welfare and development of economy. So the focus in this economic system is on social welfare and equal economic distribution of everyone. Now the features of socialism. The first feature is government ownership or control. All the means of production, the primary means of production and the secondary means of production are totally owned by government. Even if there are some factor of production, if in any case owned by private person, then too it will be regulated and controlled by the government. So in reality there is no such any kind of ownership within the private players. All the means of control are all the means of production are controlled by government. The next features is central authority. In socialism there is a central authority, that is the central government, which decide everything, that is basic economic questions are decided and answered by the central authority, central government, that is what to produce, when to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce, in what quantity to be produced, etc. Everything related to production and distribution of goods and services are determined by the central authorities. A company need to produce whatever is defined by the central authorities. The next feature is predominance of public sector. In socialism, all the companies are owned by government sector, and hence there is no any scope for private players. For example, the example is just for an understanding. Before 1991, when the LPG policy was introduced, in banking sector in India, there were only government banks. There are many banks, but all the banks are owned by government, and there is no scope for private sector bank. So in socialism, this type of systems are there. That is, each and every sector, each and every industries are dominated by government organization, and then there is here there is no any scope for private organization. The next feature is decisive role of economic planning. In socialism, majority time the resource allocation, the distribution of income, the distribution of money, everything will be decided through economic planning. The economic planning will be undertaken by the central government. Similar type of economic planning is also implemented in India, and for that a planning commission was established in 1951, and since then India was following the 5-year plan system for economic planning. After completion of 12th 5-year plan, the planning commission were dissolved, and on that place the Niti Aayog is formulated. The same task is performed by Niti Aayog. So the major decision about everything related to economy will be decided through economic planning. The next advantage is production guided by social benefits. Whatever goods are produced in socialism are meant for the society, and hence the prices of all the goods and services are kept by keeping the majority of people, by keeping the affordability of majority of people. Unlike in capitalism, whatever goods are produced, they are meant for the selling purpose, and hence the aim of organization, aim of company is to earn maximum profit. While in socialism, the goods are not produced for the purpose of selling, but all the goods are produced for the betterment of the society, for the welfare of the society. So the goods are produced according to that, as well as the prices are also determined in this way only. The next feature is equity of income distribution. Here in socialism, all the means of production are controlled by government, and hence there is no private ownership of means of production. No any person has any means of production, and hence generally it is believed that all the people in socialism have access to equal income, and thus the inequality of income distribution is believed to be abolished in socialism. The last one is abolition of exploitation of labor. The aim of government in socialism is to provide social welfare, providing employment, etc. Here the government do not aim at profit, and hence there is no exploitation of labor is been done in such type of organization. Here the laborers are provided with the benefits which are as per government's rules, and hence there is no kind of exploitation is been done by any organization. So these are the features of socialism. That is all about today's session. Have a nice day. Goodbye.